Good morning. I am sitting out here on my front porch today. My name is Jeannie with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. Somebody said I should introduce myself to y'all, but I feel like you already know me. But just in case, that's who I am. Maggie's out here with me. She's keeping guard, make sure nothing gets me on the porch. But I wanted to talk to you just for a few minutes because sometimes people have a wrong impression of what it's like to be a real estate agent. Sometimes you think it's like we go to lunch a lot and put signs out and go to the closing and everything's all happy and everything's all good, but it is not always that way. Sometimes it's like you just don't know exactly what your day is going to hold because you're meeting strangers. For the most part, you've never met them. Maybe they've heard of you. Maybe you know them. Maybe they were referred to somebody. But I might have already had too much coffee today. I feel like I'm talking a little fast. I'm going to slow down just a little bit. But yesterday I had somebody call me and said that they wanted me to come talk to them about selling their house. They're thinking about maybe selling it now, maybe in the springtime. So as we were chatting, towards the end of it, I got the address and to see where I was going to be meeting them at. So when they told me their address, I had like a flashback because when, I guess it's probably been about 4 years, but I went to a listing appointment in that subdivision, and I don't like dogs a whole lot. I mean, I have Maggie, and if you have cute little friendly dogs, I like them okay. But when I was 3, I got bit pretty bad by a German Shepherd, had a bunch of stitches. So I just kind of have this natural fear of dogs. They're just not my favorite, especially if they give off any kind of I could eat you vibe, you know. So when I went on this listing appointment a couple years ago, I knocked on the door, and the gentleman, he kind of scooted out the door like you do when you're trying to keep either a small child or a dog or cat inside the house. And he said, you know, it's so nice to meet you, blah, blah, blah. When you come in, you can't look at my dog in the eye. I need you to just not make eye contact with the dog. Just kind of look over. Don't look at the dog in the eye. And he said the dog's name, but that part has left me. But as I was standing there, I was thinking, maybe it's a little dog. Maybe it's just a little dog that I can't look in the eye. So we go on in. It's not a little dog. If somebody tells you not to look at their dog, it is almost impossible to not look at the dog. So I'm trying to not make eye contact with the dog. I'm trying to look over the dog. I'm not for sure what kind of dog it was, but it was very, very big. And I was so happy after the tour of the house, because we did a tour of the house with the dog following me around, kind of sniffing me not looking at said dog, just trying to stay focused on the light fixtures so I didn't look down at the dog. So as we're sitting at the kitchen table, of course the dog is right there with us, and I said, now what are we going to do for showings with the dog? And he looks at me and he goes, you have to make really sure that nobody looks the dog in the eye. What? How am I going to do that? Can you imagine if your agent was showing you houses and they said, don't look at the dog in the eye? Or what if you had small children that are just like eye level with the dog? I mean, so I was like, very nice. I'm not for sure that's going to work. I mean, can we not put the dog in a crate or backyard maybe? And he's like, oh, no, ma'am. My dog has free roam of the house all the time. And your part of your job is to just make sure nobody looks the dog in the eye. Now, at this point, I had a decision to make. I could decide to give this a shot, and hopefully nobody would look the dog in the eye. But I was more inclined to say something I don't like to say, but occasionally I will say, I may not be the real estate agent for you. And we parted ways, and I'm not for sure. I don't know. I never saw a listing that said don't look the dog in the eye, but maybe somebody else had better luck with getting him to get rid of the dog than I did. But that was my thought process as I was going over there. And since some of y'all have been wanting to see a little bit of the behind the scenes on real estate, that could be your day. You could go into somebody's house with a dog that you can't look at. It's kind of scary. Thankfully, most people have very friendly dogs, very nice dogs. I don't know how many dogs have sat in my lap. Thinking about dogs, though, we were up in over in Cherokee County the other day, and I was showing some houses to some good friends of mine that are looking over there, and she's probably going to be on here, so she'll know what story I'm talking about. And we were outside in a driveway, and you could see this black blob coming towards us, and we were in the woods over in Cherokee County. Now it was such a big dog, it almost looked like a little bitty black bear. That was my first thing, because we were just kind of in a spot that it would have fit if it had been a black bear. So as the dog's coming towards me, now I'm backing up because, like I've told everybody, I just don't like dogs a whole lot. Well, the dog, out of everybody that's with us, so it was me, my 2 clients, and somebody else was outside. The owner of the dog was next door. So the dog comes barreling up, jumps on me, and licks my glasses. That is how I ended my afternoon, having my glasses, so you know how big the dog was, licked by the dog. I was not a happy camper. Anyway, hope y'all have a great day, and hopefully you don't see any dogs that you can't look in the eye. Bye.